So the FNCS format is finally out, and I'm here to tell you how many points you need to qualify for each round, and most importantly how to play to get those points. So let's go. Can we appreciate these pictures for the FNCS qualifiers? I mean, tell me they're not amazing. Oh my god, it's a chicken. That's hot. So here we go. Within each qualifier we have 4 rounds in total, and by the way there's 3 qualifiers in total. So first, super quick, let's take a look at the format. So it's the exact same as last FNCS, which is 1 point per elimination. And then from top 17 to top 4 you get 1 point each. From top 3 you get 2 points. From top 2 you get 4 points. And for a victory royale you get 5 points. So in total this will be 25 points for placement and 1 point for each elimination. So it's a pretty solid format. It is placement focused, which is what I like to see. You don't want psychopaths W-keying constantly. But keep in mind the format for round 1, 2 and 3 is the same, but for round 4, semifinals and finals it is going to be different. So this is the format for qualifier 4, semifinals and finals. Each elimination is 2 points, and as you can see you get more placement points, so in total that would be 30 placement points. So just know if you get to round 4, semifinals or finals, the format is gonna change, so be aware of that. But okay, this is how you move on from each round, and then we'll take a look at how many points you need to do just that. So from round 1 to round 2 you must be top 1,500 trios within your region to move on. So that's not super difficult to do. Top 1,500 trios, that is very doable. But if you're in Asia, Oceania or Middle East, it is top 700 trios who move on to round 2. So then from round 2 to round 3 it is top 250 trios who move on in Europe and NA East. For NA West and Brazil it is top 200, and for Asia, Oceania and Middle East it is top 150 trios. And finally, to move on to the round 4, that is going to be top 33 trios from each region, no matter what region you're in. As for the times, well, it's going to be starting from 4 p.m. Central. Of course, it's all going to depend on what region you live in, so just go in game and check it out yourself. You don't want to miss the FNCS. Your trio is going to be upset. By the way, if you don't have a trio, just comment down below and someone will probably find you. Just comment your Epic Games name or whatever and you should be chilling. But talking about qualifying, well, this is how you can do it and how many points you need to do so. So here we go. If you go back to the last season's FNCS, as I said, it's the exact same format. So we can go back and see how many points people got to see how many points we need in this FNCS. So for top 1,500 players from round 1 is going to be 121 points to move on, which is honestly not bad at all. I mean, let's take this team as an example. If you're not confident in W-King, then take a look at what they did. Their biggest elimination game was only 5 eliminations, and you can get all of that in endgame. So look, they simply stayed consistent with their placement, and while they qualified really easily, well, they were pretty close to not qualifying. But still, this just shows that going for placement is completely fine. If you can do well endgame, then qualifying for this is gonna be no problem. The most important thing you can do in the first round of the qualifier is get a solid drop spot. Make sure you never lose that drop spot. And the best way to do it is simply dropping there consistently. It's as simple as that. The more times you go there, the better you're gonna get. And of course, make sure you're never 50-50ing your drop spot. If someone has a better drop than you, then make sure you have a backup spot to go to. 50-50ing is not the move. So now once you qualify to the round 2, it's gonna be a little more difficult to move on to the round 3, but it is doable. So this is how you can do it. Again, it's top 250 players who move on, which turns out to be around 144 points. Now, I would not recommend taking mid-game fights in any rounds past round 1. Round 2, round 3, round 4, semifinals, and finals, do not take mid-game fights in those. Listen, the players are going to be way better. So the only reason you should be W-King mid-game is if you don't have time to play the rest of your games. Harambe, bro, why does this look like a Harambe? It's distracting me. Okay, listen, even if you win your mid-game fight, you're either gonna get third-partied or you're gonna be scuffed for endgame, so you don't want any of that. Now, most teams in this round got 10 eliminations or above, but of course there are some exceptions. These guys were pretty consistent, and their max elimination game was only 6 eliminations. So again, as I mentioned, if you're able to do super well in the endgame, then you will qualify. And during the endgame, sticking with your team is probably the most important thing you can do. Just make sure you're all in one place and do not separate no matter what. out. Of course, as always, there's some exceptions, like if you're in height, one of you can drop down to get eliminations, but in most cases, you want to stay together as a team and have roles for each other. Make sure you know who's the tarper, who's the fragger, and who's the support. If you get all of that figured out, you will do well, don't worry. So now from round 3 to round 4, it's gonna be 33 trios who move on. Not the easiest thing to do at all, but let's take a look at how you can possibly do it. And by the way, after this, we'll take a look at the regions, the prize pools, and much more. So here we go. From top 33 is 112 points to move on to the round 4. So the points are dropping because it's becoming more difficult to get eliminations. The lobbies are getting much more difficult, so you can't really drop 20 bombs all the time. Unless you're Slacks, Acorns, and Jack, I guess. They got 23 eliminations and first place. That's wild, bro. So listen, this round is not gonna be easy at all. You're gonna have to go for some insane plays. So don't be scared to make plays such as taking height. But of course, as with everything, don't be a complete psychopath and just crank 90s infinitely. That's just not gonna work. But making big plays is gonna qualify you for the last round, which is round 4. So now once you make it to round 4, if you want to qualify straight to finals through this round, you must place top 3 trios to actually do that. So first, second, and third team moves straight to the finals. And well, honestly, for this round, the best tip I can give you is become Clicks himself. No, but for real, no, but for real, you're probably not gonna make it to the top 1, top 2, or top 3. So then you may ask, well, how do I move on to the semifinals? Well, you can do that through series points. So this is how series points work. I made a whole video about it, but I'm gonna go over this super quick. It's pretty simple to understand. Well, actually, there's one way to get top 1, top 2, or top 3, and that is using code AutoClick in the item shop for 260 IQ instantly. I'm not even trolling, it works. Just take a second, put in the code AutoClick, and you get a free qualification to the finals. Trust me. Just kidding. Don't sue me, Epic. But actually, use code AutoClick. So let's say you placed top 232 trios in one of the qualifiers. So that would give you 15 series points. And then let's say in the second qualifier, you ended up placing 640th. So that would give you 10 series points. So now you have 25 series points in total. But wait, there's qualifier 3 as well. So let's say you do pretty well in this one and you place top 112, because why not? I don't know. That would give you 85 series points. So in total, you would have 110 series points. You add the series points from each qualifier, and that is your total series points amount. You can't really know how many series points you will need because they did change the format of those series points. So just stay as consistent as you possibly can and play every single qualifier. That will guarantee you the most amount of series points you can possibly get. By the way, before we move on, if you haven't dropped a like yet or subscribed, you're just tripping at this point. Just take a second, subscribe, and drop a like, and let's keep going. So as you all know, this is gonna be for champion players only. You must reach the champion division if you want to play the FNCS. In fact, your whole trio must be in the champion league, and this is gonna be region locked, so you can only play on one region. And of course, this is gonna be cross-platform. No console FNCS, unfortunately. But okay, here is the prize pool of this tournament. So once you make it to their qualifiers, through the semifinals and the reboot round, you can finally earn a prize pool within the finals. So here it is. First place gets $150,000. It goes all the way down to top 33 trios who get $1,800. And of course, in total for the FNCS, the prize pool is $3 million as always. And the biggest downfall to players in those higher rounds is Storm Surge. Listen, if no one contests you, that means you have no Storm Surge at all. So make sure to get mid-game tags. You don't have to fight the trio, just get the tags you need. Because I guarantee you the Storm Surge will get you, especially in those higher rounds. So once again, if you need a trio, just comment down below, comment your Epic Games username and all of that stuff. PR check. Okay, sorry. And well, hopefully someone will find you down there. Or you could join my Discord down below in the description. Honestly, I might be playing the FNCS with my viewers. So if you possibly want to play the FNCS with me, then go ahead and join that Discord down below. If you want to do a crossword thingy for me. By the way, if you have any questions about this FNCS, just comment down below and I got you. I will respond. I respond to every single comment out there. Almost. There's some stupid ones I don't respond to. Of course, drop a like, subscribe, and code AutoClick. But peace out and bye-bye. Good luck in the FNCS. You better qualify.